Bruiser, I want to agree with you. I think that in any relationship, if you're trying to do right, nobody should take advantage of the person trying to do right. But so often, I be hearing you saying girls being wrong when they choose wrong, right? So it's got to go both ways. The person in this relationship who is trying to do right should be praised. They tried to do right. They were taken advantage of. We can't switch it like, oh, she should have known better. He should have known better. At the end of the day, if you're going in with a good heart and somebody played you, all you can do is go in with a good heart and know that you did the best that you can be. And nobody can fault you for that. Now, they can say, them red flags was knocking you in your face. Like, why didn't you see this? Why didn't you see that? But at the end of the day, I think we've all been in a situation we probably are dated somebody we should have been dated. You understand? It's just how far it went. This man, unfortunately, we don't know how the story is going to go, but let's just say it goes and she's saying something against him that's not true. This is an unfortunate situation. He got himself with a woman who put him through this. And this is very costly. This has nothing to do with money. This is your reputation. This is your family, your kids. Your kids have to go through. This is very costly mistake about a person that we're choosing. Choosing a mate should not be taken lightly. People out here just choosing mates like it ain't. That's the most important decision you're gonna make in your life. The person you bring into your household, person you have kids with, person who you have around your kids. That is a very important decision. You cannot just choose anybody just for the sake of choosing people. And this, unfortunately, if that's the situation, because we don't know, that's a price, and people gotta do better. We all have to do better, including myself, everybody who find themselves in a situation that something like this or any situation may not be like this, may look like something else, but
Darwin, do you see how
if you're trying to say I'm not giving the men the same type of medicine as far as saying they should have picked right, then you need to watch a little bit of King Talk. I think we have.
I watched King Talk on Tuesday.
Did you see when I wasn't even on this panel, but did you see whenever they had the guy on there that had 14 baby mamas, 18 kids?
No, I heard about that though.
They was destroying that dude.
We
do it with the situations we're a part of.
Yeah.
Don't just do it amongst y'all. Do it amongst the situations.
The only way we can do it with a situation that you're a part of, if we have a man come on the panel, if we could do it in real time.
We can do it in real time.
The situation with this guy picking somebody else, when we have videos and you comment on the girls and you say she should have picked better and y'all go on her, she's saying just don't have the same energy for the men.
I think I was the first one to say it, didn't I? Said this dude.
Say he was a simp.
We all called him a fool.
But I never hear you say you have empathy for the women that make bad choices, but they're trying and they're in it with a good heart.
Okay, you talking about the women in this situation?
No. No, in other situations, like the other situations, like how you saying you have empathy for him. When women put themselves in situations, I don't feel like you have empathy for those women. You like, well, it's because she liked the father. It's because she don't. It's because she didn't have a good man in her life. It's because
all the scenarios that we're given about a woman,
because of this, but not considering the things that happened in her life that made her that way. It's like because you're a man and you can relate to a man's mind frame. It's easier for you to do it for men than for women.
All of the scenarios we given with a woman in context in the videos and stuff, she anticipated a different outcome, and she wasn't positioning herself for the outcome she anticipated. And I'll just speak to that. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't either.
We didn't have it. We didn't have.
I take it back. I do see Bruiser sometimes.
Would you marry somebody in 6 months? 20 years younger than you, nothing in common?
No, Di. What Bruiser is saying is that most of the time when we're talking about women in these particular situations, they're saying, I should have got this outcome. Why didn't I get this outcome? Please explain to me why I didn't get this outcome. And we say, damn, maybe you picked the wrong person.
That's
or maybe you're
No, but I want to say this.
I have to give you further detail than just pick the wrong person.
I will say I have heard Bruiser. I've heard all the men step in at times and try, speak right. You know what I'm saying? And I have heard, I'm not going to say I've never heard Bruiser. I did say it earlier, but now that I think about it, I have heard Bruiser, call people out on different things, especially men, so I will take that back.
I talk about empathizing for the women that make these mistakes. The women that we say, oh, she could have been her, she could have been. He don't want to hear that shit. Cause he be
No, see,
feeling like the women that we're defending is like this woman. He feel like that they're having these
Keep it a
emotions
bean. Most of
to
them
get
are.
something, to gain something from it. Like
Keep it a bean. Most of them are.
we was
What are
talking
you
Most of
about
them
talking
in the
about?
girl
video
Most
are
of
yesterday.
them
most
are.
women.
We
What
was
are you
talking
Most
talking
about
women,
about?
period, Sweeney, or
no,
most
but that's
women,
the
Most,
period.
crazy
most
part.
of them are.
It's
The
not
ones that
true.
we discuss on these panels,
the-
most of them
The
are.
ones that we discuss on these
Exactly.
panels.
Yeah. Because
No,
when we
because
had
you
these
said the same
conversations,
thing. They were saying that about the doctor that was
what
on here. They
doctor?
were saying she just wanted money. And I'm like, if y'all listen to the context of all of her conversations overall, that's not the
Which
case.
doctor?
The one who was on the podcast with Cam Newton.
Oh, Dr. Brian.
Oh, you talking about Dr. Bryant?
Yeah, and they were saying she
Yeah.
wanted to date men because of money and things of this
That's
nature. But I'm
that's
like,
what she said.
oh my God.
No, but look, Doc. But look, here's her answer. Here's
She
the
didn't
reason
say
why.
that. She said a man that was covering her.
Man, that's
Here's the reason why
finance. We
you
all
haven't
can
heard
read
it.
the
Have you
between the
ever
lines.
heard her speak about other situations? When women are like this, their content is the same all the way through. When you
Most of
hear
the time it's
her
money.
different points of contact, you can tell that she's not specifically choosing men off of money. If that was the case, she would have been married. She talk about substance, and she talks about what women needs to do better and how they need to have more substance. She holds both genders accountable. She talk about how women tend to use men and get them from the wrong reasons, for ego reasons and things of that nature. So that's why I said, when we say we want, like, y'all don't know how to differentiate the women.
She's
And
money.
then
We know a
when
money
we
hungry
become too
from when
hard
we see
body,
one.
because I know I became hard body because I'm like, y'all ain't gonna take my tears seriously, so I might as well get angry. Then I had to realize, like, well, damn, I'm not really dealing
The
with my
reason why you
emotions.
didn't.
Are
The
we
reason why
really
you
gonna
have.
pretend that Dr. Brian ain't in it for the bread? She could
I
have
don't
found a
think
man
she
that
is.
loved. She could have found a man that loved her any day of the week.
I don't know.
That's
She's
I
a,
not
don't know what.
true.
All agreed she got. Why not?
I don't know much about her.
she's in her
This
40s, single is all good out. She
us
could have
as
found a man
quality
in any.
women on this panel, us as quality women on this panel, we have told y'all plenty of times that the market is low. I am trying to
No, it's
explain to
not,
black
No,
man.
it
men.
ain't. No,
I'm
it
It
ain't.
trying to
You
depends.
don't.
explain to
It
black
You
depends
don't
on
men.
where you
reject people
live.
because
Let
they
me
belts.
finish. My point in all this is trying to explain to black men it's not enough black leaders. It's not enough to pick. It's not enough for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You
You
don't.
It only
you
needs to be
coming
Die,
across.
one. It only needs to
die.
be
You
one for
don't
you.
reject me. If it was
No,
Slim
when
Pickens
I'm
out there,
dating, if I'm coming across more fuck niggas than leaders, that's going to discourage me and change who I am as a woman. There
You
needs to be
should
more
change who you
men
are.
leaders, and men don't take our opinions into accountability. They take
If you're
your
coming
opinions
across
into
F boys,
accountability.
if you're coming across F boys every time you go out and date, you have to look in the mirror and be like, why am I attracting F boys?
Nine times
Because
out of
there's
10,
women
they're
out.
not only just F boys,
hold
they're
on,
men
Bruiser.
that's
No,
insecure and not ready
Bruiser,
to marry. It's
Bruiser.
not
then
just
No,
fuck boys.
you gotta. No matter how you spin it, right? If that's what you continuously run into, then you have to say, okay, well, where am I sourcing these men from? There's something that you're not doing correctly because there are women who are bagging marriageable men. There are, and if
No,
you're not, then
Everything.
you have to change something.
I'm not
Building
saying I'm
everything.
not. I feel like I will. I'm not worried about that. I know because of how I act, how I present myself, and the path that I'm working on, I will get one.
hold
That
on, die,
I'm only 31 years
I
old. I
think
haven't. You
that
die,
feel me?
die. The
That's not what
problem
I'm
is,
saying. All these women. What about all the other women on the panel? The women
Every
with their
last,
own
hold on,
houses, the women with their
die,
degrees that's not married.
die.
It's
All these
like
women,
all types of
all
women
these,
is telling you this.
die. All these women we have extensive conversations with, and as you start marching down and you start answering questions three layers deep. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you're talking about the woman that says, "Oh, all I run into is fuck boys." The very next question we would ask is what Trev said. How is it that you only run into fuck niggas? Don't you think that it might be something wrong with you? Oh no, I attract all men. So what about the ones that aren't the fuck nigga? How come you don't
Queenie.
have them? Hold on, wait. This
Because
is
he
what
looked like
I'm trying.
Earl.
I'm trying to walk it down for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that this is the reason why we give them so much smoke, because they don't never tell the truth. They'll say all I see is fuck niggas, and then when we question that, now they want to change it and say, oh no, nothing's wrong with me because I can attract all men. I attract that. I attract good men. I attract bad men. So why don't you get the good men? How aren't you able to pull them?
So that's what I'm trying to tell you, Sweeney. I know I will get to a point where I can get like where I'm healed, so I can attract the healed man. But back to Viz made a good point. I think it was Viz that was saying yesterday, if we all just wait to become healed, we'll all be single for a long time. So there's times where we're like, okay, what is exceptional to work with? How do I know this is somebody that's worth working with? You know what I'm saying? And in our community, based on how we always condition, it's kind of like what's the word? It's unrealistic to be like, I'm gonna meet somebody that's completely unflawed. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much educated I am, no matter how much I try to learn, no matter how much I try to do these things, I still feel like, okay, I'm gonna still work to my best thing. I'm not gonna let those excuses change what type of person I am. I feel like a lot of men, because of their past and because they're worried about leading or their insecurities, they're using, oh, I just want to have fun and have pussy, when in reality, you're scared of leadership. You're scared of leadership. You're
Here's the
scared
thing.
to
Here's
take
the
on
Most
thing.
certain
most men
roles.
aren't.
Like, you're scared.
Most men
And
don't think like that.
not leadership, not just leadership, but vulnerability. Because in order to be able to lead somebody, you got to be able to be vulnerable with that person, right? A lot of men don't.
Ain't nobody
They're
got
not feeling vulnerable enough.
No,
Huh?
Wait,
you don't have to
what?
be vulnerable. You have to
No,
love them. You have to be vulnerable.
vulnerable. How? What does that even? When you say
So when I
vulnerable,
say vulnerable, when I
Is
say
you
vulnerable, you
reading
have to want to
ChatGPT?
care
She
for this
means like
person.
he's
You want
open
to
to
take
love.
care of this
He's
person. You
open
want
to
to love this person. You
I
want
know what
to.
you
she
know,
meant.